Today we're going to do C7 in different forms. So a simple C7 would be like so. So your middle finger is on the A string on the 3rd fret, your pointer finger is on the 2nd fret of the D string, and your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the G string. And what you're going to do is you're going to pluck 3 strings, the A, the D, and the G, and it should sound like so. Okay, now you can enhance that a little bit by going back to that same spot and just adding your pinky onto the high E string. And it sounds like that. Pretty cool sounding. Okay, now there's another C7 that you could play like this, which basically is a more enhanced form of this, but you're using different fingers to get there. So instead of using these 3, you're going to use these 3 and add your pointer finger. So in this case, I got a cut. In this case, your ring finger is on the A string, 3rd fret. Your middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the D string. A pinky is on the 3rd fret of the G string, and your pointer finger is on the 1st fret of the B string. With this chord, I think the best sound is by strumming 5 strings. Okay? Now, if your fingers are big enough, you could take your ring finger and cover the 3rd fret of the E string while you're also covering the 3rd fret of the A string, and you'll get this C7. It gets a little muddy, but it has its uses. Okay, so moving along, another C7 would be based over here. Okay, so you take your pointer finger, bar 4 strings on the 5th fret, and then put your middle finger on the 6th fret on the high E string, and you strum 4 strings. Okay, so if you want to make that a little bit juicier, you can again go back to that A alt fingering, where you start off by putting your ring finger across 3 strings, the D, the G, and the B. Bring it up to the 5th fret and take your pointer finger and lay it down on the 3rd fret of the A string, and this is what you get. Now, if you want to make that a little bit more enhanced, you can take and make sure that you have a bar over here that you've barred straight across, and that this note comes out. Now you could hit either 5 strings, or you could do 6 strings. Sorry, and you got to put your pinky down. That's the 7th. Okay, now there's another one that could be done roughly at the, let's see, where are we, 3rd fret, where you put your pointer finger down on the 3rd fret of the A string. Your pointer finger has to bar the 3rd fret. Then you put your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D string. Nothing goes on the G string except the bar. Then your pinky goes on the 5th fret of the B string, and try to get that bar down pat so that you can get the 3rd fret of the E string out on top. So you should get 5 notes, 5 strings for sure, C7, and sometimes you could throw in the bass note too on the low E string. So once again, that's either, and actually this can be a 4-string strum. that's that C7. Okay. Next C7 would be a duplicate of this one, but just up the neck a little bit. Alright, so this C7 is a partial, but it is a chord. So your middle finger is on the 8th fret of the low E string, your pointer finger is on the 7th fret of the A string, and your ring finger is on the 8th fret of the D string. And if you do a partial 3-string strum, that's what you get. You can do it percussively too. Now, if you want to enhance that, you could put your pinky down on the 8th fret of the B string, which is now the exact same chord as I showed you before over here, just in a different position. Okay. Now, the next one is going to be a full bar on the 8th fret, and you're going to take your ring finger, put it down on the 10th fret of the A string, put your middle finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and keep that bar solid so that you get, you want to make sure you get that B flat note. Okay? Almost forgot about this C7, which is a takeoff on the D7, but moved all the way up here. So your pointer finger moves all the way up here. So your pointer finger goes on the 10th fret of the D string, your ring finger goes on the 12th fret of the G string, your middle finger goes on the 11th fret of the B string, and your pinky goes on the 12th fret of the high E, and you get this. It's a 4-string strum. It's a pretty cool chord. Now, last but not least for the moment would be if you come back to the bar chord, okay, where you're going to your E alternate shape, sliding it up to the 8th fret. Okay, take your pinky and put it on the 11th fret of the B string. Make sure you got it nice and tight over here, because you want to get all those notes out. And give it a strum, all strings. Whoops. My problem is I got fat fingers, so sometimes it's hard to get it clear. There you go. Okay. There's always some semi-chords. Nah, we're not going to go there. Anyway, I hope this helps you, and take it easy.